And I almost think that majority applicants, that in years past, like it was pretty much impossible for them to play the diversity game, because like if you're Asian or white, you're not ethnically diverse in this conversation. Now, if you have a different perspective or tone, that might move the needle in a way that it hadn't before, you know? So I think there's definitely, and even for your Black and Hispanic students, I actually think, I mean, obviously, if you were just being identified as Black and Hispanic, there's value to that. But remember, all the Black and all the Hispanic students were identified that way, right? Now, if you're a Black student or a Hispanic student who is aware that you're not being identified that way, and then is intentional in your thought process about how to identify yourself through the types of ways we're talking about, I think you actually have a better shot, you know, as a Black or Hispanic student, because it's going to be harder for them to identify who those people are. And if you do it well, you know, you're going to get in. So, you know, the more complex and the more ambiguity, the better for us, generally speaking, because the colleges thus are not because the people don't understand, but the colleges are going to have to be more quantitative in their filtering process, and it's quantitative through qualitative content. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm going to read an essay, and there's certain things I'm going to be looking for, and the universities aren't going to write down what they're looking for, and the readers probably don't even know what they're looking for until they read 50 of these essays. But 50 essays in, right, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I've heard this already. That's a unique perspective, or there's more depth in this type of story. And I think that we'll win those more often than we did in the past.